Hey y'all, it's Midweek Mini time again. I'm Mitch Lawrence and that's my wife Leah Lawrence.
Hey y'all.
She hated that.
I did. How did you tell?
She's so upset.
That was all right.
I was looking at your face. I did it. You had this. You smelled shit in this house. When you
I
saw
was
me.
unsettled. Okay.
And I don't even know what we're doing this week. What are we going to do this week, Leah?
All right. So we did get a few questions in, so that's going to be great. We're going to put those in our bag and save them for a question and answer episode. So if anybody else has any questions that they want the answer to, or just want to hear us talk about, please, go on social media of some sort or email us your questions and we'll add them to the bag for one of those special episodes. And no one sent in any kind of emails about last week's topic, so I guess
Yay.
No one was interested, which is fun. I mean, it's fun. I understand.
I was barely conscious.
So we're not going to read anything like that today, but we're just going to move on to our topic of the day. And that topic is astrology, which I think is going to be an interesting topic because I've never really thought much about it. I just think it's interesting, and so we're going to talk about it. Are you ready, Mitchell?
I'm so ready.
Okay. So obviously astrology is an ancient pseudoscience, is what, in the Western world we would classify it as now. But it is very, very ancient. It's been dated to at least the 2nd millennium BCE. There are different types of astrological divination in pretty much all different civilizations across the ancient world. Everything from Sumer and Mesopotamia to Mesoamerican civilizations. Everybody's got some kind of divination via star position situation, there's just, it's a tradition just in humanity, period. So it's not exactly something that I completely understand because there's a lot of math involved with this shit, which I didn't know, and it hurts my brain to think about, just to be fair.
That's exciting.
But basically it's just the belief that a person is sort of formed and influenced by what the celestial positioning of all the heavenly bodies is like at the very moment of their birth, right?
Well, if you say so.
Okay, so that's what it is.
Right.
And then also people use that information about each person to sort of divine when the most auspicious times to do certain things are, etc. Just normal horoscopy kind of things on a daily basis. So we're going to be talking about some basic charts for me and Mitch, and we're just going to see how it kind of lines up with each other, because I've gone to one of those online natal chart.
Natal?
Natal. So natal means birth.
Oh, okay.
So birth charts. And I have pulled that information for both he and I from the time of our births. And we're just going to talk about it. So for me,
how exciting.
I was born on November the 16th of 1989 at 9:30 in the morning. I was a scheduled C-section. Yep. So I was born then in Decatur, and apparently the positioning of where you were born is also a thing. So they have the whole pulling latitude and longitude for all of that. Anyway, so basically my sun sign is a Scorpio, my moon sign is a Cancer, and I'm a Capricorn rising. And I pulled it for Mitch as well. And he was born on November the 10th of 1987 at 6-ish. So I put in 6:09.
Yeah, my mother didn't know the exact time.
Yeah, it's pretty damn close. But his sun sign is also Scorpio. His moon sign is also Cancer, and he is a Gemini ascending. So what's great is I can read the sun and the moon sign for both of us, and it's the same, and then I'll read the two different ascendings for others.
Okay. I'm real excited.
Okay,
Hit me with it.
Let's talk about our sun sign, Mitchell. And this came from astroseek.com. So For what that's worth, if you're interested, that's the tool I was using, and they break it down into way more things than I am ever going to even read about, because I don't give a fuck. But, I mean, like, just very minute aspects of angles and cosines and tangents. I don't know. There was math involved, but I took the main 3, so this is what we're talking about.
Okay.
This says, characteristics. People born under the sign of Scorpio can think very clearly. They have a good judgment and can assess situations very well. They also have a good memory and a very creative mind, which is characterized by its originality. They can be very obstinate when they defend their opinions. The reason for this behavior is their justifiable confidence. They are people of extremes. They are extremely kind and dedicated to their friends, but if someone shows negative attitude towards them, they will be covertly or even openly cruel to them. Others can rarely anticipate their reactions, and it is possible that they themselves do not know how they will react. On one hand, they can do a lot of good, but on the other hand, when they are angry or they are just as consistent and stark. Let's see. They are extremely inquisitive and curious people, and if they are interested in something, they will not regret any effort they invest into finding out what they need. They especially want to have under their control people with the same mental maturity, not only in order to correctly understand their competition, but also because it is their special hobby. Okay.
What, to control people?
Just to, I think, associate with people of like mental capacity. Yes.
That's why I don't have any friends. I'm so far above everyone. Am I right?
I guess.
We've been watching too much Big Bang Theory. I have so much Sheldon Cooper in me.
Gross.
Yeah.
These people long for recognition of their qualities, and it is surprising that these very intelligent individuals are friends with people who are mentally at a much lower level than they are.
Oh,
so
goodness.
Basically, it would be surprising for us to be friends with stupid people.
Oh.
I don't know.
Sorry, Dobby. You're out.
The reason for this is that they enjoy being admired. Ancient astrologists considered them to be geniuses. Thanks. But people born under this sign have a few other skills, and they have difficulty realizing their original ideas. It is believed that in order to put their ideas into practice, they have to be driven by a very negative energy or by the desire to outdo somebody, which might be pretty true with me.
Yeah.
I'm very competitive. Scorpios are very charming companions who can have many good ideas, and everybody around them will be affected by them. They have attractive personalities, and they spare no effort to or means to entertain people who they like. They have strong personalities, and they can skillfully conceal their feelings. Their partners will often never know about their jealousy, and their colleagues will never learn about their envy. These people often experience agonizing states of mind, while others around them have no idea about it. They are individuals particularly suitable for managerial positions. Even though they are demanding bosses, they are popular among their subordinates. The planets Pluto and Mars, which rule their signs, give them not only their fighting spirit, but also talent for medicine, particularly for surgery, for which they have all prerequisites and inner strength that will heal everybody.
Okay.
We should have been surgeons, man.
Yeah. Should have been a surgeon. Should have learned to slice and dice.
Slice and stitch, because you gotta sew it back up.
Well, yeah, but other people do the stitching after I'm done with all the cutting.
No, they don't.
Well, I'm the demanding boss. Do the stitching. You cunt. Get out of my operating room when you're done.
Oh. Okay, so what do you think about your sun sign, Mitchell? Our sun sign.
Well, any of these things, I don't believe in this hokum stuff, but any of these things, they're all very broad generalizations. But yeah, I mean, if you say anything very broad like that, I'm going to be like, yeah, most of it's probably right. That sounds about right. So, yep. Go on.
Okay.
What do you have to say? What do you say about the things?
I think you're right. A lot of it is just really broad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm really competitive, and I try to keep my feelings under control so I don't make other people uncomfortable, because I am pretty empathic, and I have a very fluctuating personality kind of thing. You know, I get that. So that's kind of specific, but not really. I think everybody does that to an extent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that. And I'm definitely not a boss, so.
Yeah, me either. I'm not a managerial type either. But again, it's very broad, so most of it, I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's got me down. It's got me nailed, Leah.
All right. Well, the moon sign is what I've been told is a little bit more specific for people.
Okay.
That'll be more nail you down kind of thing. And we both have the same moon, so that's excellent. We both have moons in Cancer, so this is what that says. And the rest of this is a lot shorter than what I just read, so. Okay. Moon in Cancer. Safety for people with moon in Cancer is their home. Family and related activities such as cooking, gardening, and DIY. Other people can be attracted by your home-loving character. Your inborn disposition to educate and protect allows you to be a good parent and a supportive friend. But you must be careful not to look after others too much because they may become overwhelmed by your care or think that you are dependent on them. It is easy for others to notice that you take care of everything. If you are a man, then it is likely that you will often rely on others to do what is necessary. You may be prone to emotional fluctuations. You should learn to forgive and forget in order to avoid depression from thinking too much about things. Your perception of the world can be very subjective. Try to create a certain distance without being bitter. Due to your rich emotional manifestations, you can create a real sense of belonging in the world.
Okay. Whatever. I mean, the part about the man is definitely not true because you can vouch for this. Most of the time, if something needs to be done, I'm like, get out of my fucking way, I'm doing it.
Yes.
You know, no, I don't trust anyone to do this. Move, I'm doing it. Like most nights, I don't know why I do it, but I say, hey, are the doors locked? To Leah, and she goes, yes, they are. I say, all right, I'm going to go check them. And I just go check it anyway.
Drives me fucking bonkers, too.
I mean, I double check, number one, because I'm paranoid. But number two, that absolutely is my personality, that this thing got wrong, where I don't trust anyone to do anything for me most of the time. If it needs to be done, I'm like, and it's not one of those crazy things where it has to be done a certain way. It's just that I've, in my 32 years, lost all faith in humanity. And I'm just like, I'm going to fucking do it. Just move. That's it. That's, I think that's completely wrong. But besides that, everything else was another generalization. It felt kind of broad. It's like, yeah, I guess. Why not? What do you have to say about it?
A lot of it's pretty specific to me, I think.
Okay.
It pins me a little bit better than it pins you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I take care of people, like, to the point where I'm the mom friend, you know?
Oh, you are.
It's weird. I don't like it. Yeah, that's... But once again, who hasn't had that moment in their life where they were the bomb friend? So I don't know. Okay, so we are going to be talking about your ascendant sign. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. You said I'm a Gemini ascendant?
A Gemini rising. Yes.
Whatever that means. I honestly don't know what that is. I've always known my Scorpio sign.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the other ones.
Yeah. Okay. So Gemini rising. Gemini ascendant is associated with curiosity and interest in how things work. Mm-hmm. Versatility and adaptability are your advantages. But these traits can lead to fragmentation of interests. These people can do everything, but they do not excel in anything. They do not like to choose only one thing if they have more options. Their mission is to disseminate information. If the horoscope has a water or earth character, which we have water signs, then this person needs to develop analytical and objective thinking. If it is of airy and fiery nature, then the mind is very restless. You understand everything very quickly, but only by the head, body, and emotions remain untouched.
Again, very general, very broad. And most of it does pertain to me, except for the understanding things quickly. It takes me quite a while to figure something out. And being back in school has made me realize that. Like, I have to practice and practice and practice something to get it to set in. Other than that, very broad and very, very much the kind of person I am, I think. You know, I am very curious. You know, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eyebrow me. Just, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
And you know they can't hear it.
I know. That's why I use the eyebrows, Mitchell.
Well, what do you think is that me? What do you think about my rising sign? Hey.
I mean, you are like interested in things and you do like pick stuff up and then put it back down. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think that's like an everybody thing. Yeah. So like I said, it doesn't scream you to me.
Well, another thing that was very accurate is that I'm very much not a one person or one thing person. If I have options, I'm going to try every single option.
God, it's awful.
We've said before on the show, when we go to a restaurant, I never get the same thing.
And he rarely ever gets just one drink either.
No, I always get a water plus something
a water
else.
And something, or a water and a something, and maybe a beer on top of that.
Yeah, I've gotten a water, soda, and beer before.
It's just absurd.
Well, when we go to breakfast or brunch, not breakfast, let's calm down. When we go to brunch, I will get water, coffee, and mimosa. Every time.
Yeah.
I'll get 3.
And I get like
waffles
one
or something.
Because I'm a human being. I don't know.
But the thing is, I always say I want so and so and a water, and then Leah will say what she wants, and then the waiter or waitress will say, "Would you like a water as well?" And she'll go, "Yeah." So Leah ends up with 2 drinks too, but she doesn't ask for 2 drinks. I do. Every time we go somewhere, if I'm not only drinking water, I have a water and something else. So
just ridiculous. You know. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm one of those people that will go to a restaurant and I will get the same thing every single time because I found it and I like it and that's what I want. And Mitch is over here just asking the chef for creative license, just like go wild with it. Hate it.
I've done that occasionally.
Hate it.
It's not normal, but
hate it.
But yeah, I can't eat the same thing every time. Or what it most of the time is we of course have restaurants that we like everybody else, but we'll go and I'm like, yeah, I want to look at the menu, and Leah's like, you know everything on the menu, and I'm like, yeah, but I want to see what inspires me today, you know. Don't laugh at that.
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
every time I pick something different, just about every time.
All right. Okay, and let's do mine. The Capricorn rising.
All right.
So people with Capricorn rising must first become aware of their 2 opposing sides. One is obedience and performing their duties properly. They need to manage energy well, and this requires discipline and self-control. There we go. They must achieve some social prestige and recognition. The other side is the ability to organize practical matters and achieve their goals. And also the ability to enjoy sensual pleasures.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I'm not organized at all. I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about, but
you try. Like twice a year, you'll organize the fuck out of everything that you own, and then you're just like, in a week, it's gone. But you know.
Yeah. I am great at organizing things. Sticking to a system, on the other hand, is a problem unless I'm at work. Because I've figured out a work system and that works really well for me. But like in my own personal endeavors, no. Mm-hmm. Which is weird because I love sorting and organizing things by colors or shapes, or my entire, personal library as a kid was alphabetized. And I had a running list of everything that I owned.
Are you okay?
I have the hiccups. It's a problem. So like I said, I have niches of super organization, but like just in general, I am a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, we both are. We're both not clean or organized people, and cleaning sucks.
Cleaning does suck.
It's the worst. Just if I knew being an adult meant that every night I had to come home and fucking wash clothes, I would have said no thank you. Or dishes. Fucking, we do dishes and the next day there's more goddamn dishes.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Make it stop.
Hey, I've been doing the dishes. It's fun.
So I say this to Leah all the time. It's from a John Leguizamo stand-up special in the mid-90s. But all the time I say it to Leah, and I say, I'm not going to keep buying all this food for you if you're just going to keep eating it. it just runs out, and then we don't have anything anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep doing the dishes if you're just going to make more. This is stupid. But yeah, I fucking hate cleaning. It's not about me, Leah. This is your sign. Go.
No, that was everything.
I just got really frustrated.
So yeah, basically that was our main 3 astrological sign thingies. And yeah, we're both basically the same person according to astrology, so
yeah,
that's fun.
I imagine we would be basically the same with all people because these are very broad. But you know, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Some of them are different.
And I also pulled like a couple's thing about compatibility, and it had so much detail on it. I was like, oh, go fuck that. I'm not reading all of that. But basically, what it was saying is you fight a lot, but you're pretty cool together. That's it.
We don't fight a lot. Every once in a while, we have a little spat about that's not how the fucking dishwasher is loaded, Leah.
God,
but that's about it.
I did not grow up with a fucking dishwasher, Mitchell. He does. He will go through and reorganize the damn dishwasher after it is perfect. Like things fit in there.
It's not perfect.
It's fine.
It's not perfect, or else I wouldn't have to reorganize it. Things aren't going to get all the way clean.
It makes me so mad
when you put a bowl in, but you have a cup under the bowl where the bowl area is. It won't get the bowl clean. You have to just wash it in.
I never do that.
Never mind. Oh, God. Oh,
So
and
what
you
we're
put
saying
a
is-
colander in first, then you put the pot on top of the colander, and everything gets clean. Forget it, Leah. Put all the long silverware in the front part. Forget it. We'll discuss this later.
So growing up, did you ever like look at your horoscope in the back of magazines or do anything like that? Was it something that like your parents or anything ever talked about, or was it just like whatever?
Are you talking to me?
Just like
I thought you were
horoscopes
asking
in
everybody.
general.
No,
you
I had
specifically.
nothing to do with this at all. I didn't. I'm sorry, I really didn't.
I subscribed to Teen Vogue as a kid, and Elle Girl, I think, and I loved looking at the back and reading when I was going to get a boyfriend. That was great.
Yeah.
It turns out never was the answer to that one.
Tell me all of those tests came back with like, oh, honey, no.
Yeah, the horoscopes. Oh, a crush is going to notice you this week or something. Yeah, no, it never happened. Turns out. So yeah, that was about as like in depth with horoscopes and astrology as I got. I knew I was a Scorpio, and on my 16th birthday, my dad gave me a black guitar, an acoustic guitar that was inlaid with a scorpion, like a mother of pearl scorpion on the
cute
fretboard. So I own that. Well, he still has it because he collects guitars, and I'm not allowed to keep it until I learn how to play it, and I never learned how to play it. But anyway, it is technically mine. So that's as far as I ever got with astrology, is I have a guitar with a scorpion on it. Other than that, like, I know my grandmother secretly believes in it, but doesn't let my grandfather know because that's witchcraft. But
yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it was really never...
Ooh, can we give your grandmother the Harry Potter books and see if she likes them? Just don't tell your grandfather.
She loves reading, so she actually might be into that. But
yeah, she always has her
yeah. My grandmother
Kindle
loves Christian romance novels, just like my mom did.
Oh, they're Christian romance novels?
Some of them are. A lot of westerns and that kind of stuff.
Do those Christian romance novels get saucy?
I'm mildly saucy.
I don't like that.
Nothing crazy.
Like heavy petting?
Like Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce, you know? Nothing crazy.
I was never a fan of the Polynesian. I don't get it.
Anyway.
Y'all do you.
So yeah, that's my entire dealings with astrology. Like I said, I like to look at the little horoscope things sometimes, but I've never really put much stock in it. But when I was going to college, a lot of the people that were in the theater department with me were very hardcore about astrology, and they knew what kind of signs were what, and they didn't like certain people because they were a certain sign, and they could tell that someone was a certain sign. I don't know. It was weird.
Don't tell me. They always said, "Oh, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual."
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, if that's something that you get, like if you understand it, maybe there's something to it. I really don't know. I mean, it's been around for millennia, so I mean, something's interesting or useful there somewhere. So if you've got a story,
those two things are not necessarily equatable. Just because it's been around for forever doesn't mean that it has value, Leah.
Well, I mean, there's cultural value in it, regardless of what you think scientifically.
That's okay. I wasn't thinking of that. You're right.
There's always an anthropological value to just about any of the pseudosciences that were around at some point or another. It doesn't mean that they're true or accurate or useful in a day-to-day kind of thing.
Practically.
But, yeah, practical. But I don't know. I find things like this valuable in social context, in historical context, sociological kind of things. It's really interesting. And especially how, all of the different civilizations in the world have come to similar conclusions about, heavenly bodies and stuff like that, just from observation and that kind of thing. So, I mean, I find value in it, but it might not be the value that people think it is. You know what I mean? So,
I misspoke, okay? I misspoke. It was my fault.
Yes. So anyway, what I was saying was basically, if you have a story about it, if you, I don't know, something cool happened because of a horoscope, or you got married to the sign that you weren't supposed to get married to and it was terrible. I don't know. I want to know your stories. I want to know if anybody is like a hardcore believer in this kind of stuff. Let me know. I would like some stories to read next week. Please email me, southernspiritspodcast@gmail.com, or, message me on Facebook or Instagram. Let's talk.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great to me. I had fun doing this. Did you have fun, Leah?
I did.
We hope that all of y'all had fun too. And I don't know, we'll do something fun again next week. So we will see you this weekend for the main episode.
All right. Bye, y'all.